guys, so last week I asked you all to send me in questions to answer, and I guess here they are. I guess the short answer would be metal. A lot of my favourite metal bassists played Warwick, which obviously I looked into what they were playing and they all seemed to be playing Warwick. So you're talking Rob Trujillo, say Suicidal Tendencies, Infectious Grooves, Metallica, Jeff Hewell, Brain Drill, Reciprocal, obviously now 6 Feet Under as well, Macaz, High and Mighty Colour, Ryan Martini, of course, Mudvayne. So they're pretty much what got me into Warwick. I just loved the tone that they all had. I didn't choose to play bass, believe it or not. Me and my friends at school were all starting a band together, and nobody wanted to play bass. So I felt obliged at the time to start playing myself, because at the time I really wanted to join a band. So I started playing bass because of that, and I've not stopped since. I actually really enjoy it now. So. If you're referring to what I think you are, then definitely not. I couldn't tell you what notes I'm playing at all, with anything. I mean, it was only last week actually that I learned my basic scales, so I don't know any theory at all. Yeah, I'd definitely like to learn theory eventually, but it's not on the top of my to-do list. Yeah, I'm quite happy with my ability at the moment without knowing any theory. So usually I'll start off with the root notes, and I'll work out the whole song's root notes, and then I'll learn like the little riffs separately and add them in. Obviously I don't always get it perfect, but I'll try to get it to fit in as well as I can. If there's a little bit that I sort of struggle with a lot, I'll keep playing that bit over and over, playing slightly different notes to see if I can get it to fit. So I started playing, I think, at the beginning of 2009, so it's probably about 4.5 years in total I've played now, but there was maybe about a year where I just didn't play at all, not long after I started playing, so 3.5 to 4.5 years. Well, it's definitely got to be the bass lines, obviously. I mean, the bass lines are just so many more intricacies with them. They're just much more exciting to play than American songs. It's not just root notes all the way through. There's actually a lot of thought that goes into it, so it makes it much more fun to play. I mean, the band that got me started with Asian songs, playing them, is High and Mighty Colour. Yeah, of course I am. Yeah, it's just the problem is a lot of K-pop lately hasn't really took my interest at all. So I don't really want to cover songs that I don't enjoy playing. So I mean, there's a couple of songs that have come out recently that I've enjoyed, and I might be doing another K-pop cover soon actually. But obviously, if I don't enjoy them, I don't really want to play them. Warwick, of course. I mean, I've played quite a few Lacklands and really enjoyed them actually, and I would like to get a Lackland eventually. But Warwick is definitely my favourite brand. For the feel and the tone, nothing really beats them. That would be a Slipknot concert I went to see. I think it was 2008 I went to see them. It was Slipknot. They were supported by both Machine Head and Children of Bodom. Children of Bodom are my favourite metal band, so that was amazing to see them live. But come October, you know what that answer's going to change to. Well, that's an easy question to answer. That would be High and Mighty Colour. I mean, I've listened to them for about 7 years now, and they've always been my favourite maturation. No band has ever come close to them, really, in my books at least. Now, that would definitely be After School Stride by Gummy. I must have spent about a week in total on it. It was like 2 days learning it, maybe 3 or 4 days practice. I mean, usually it's like 2 or 3 hours. I'd never usually spend more than a day learning and practicing a song, so that was a hell of a long time for me. It gave me nightmares. You know, I really actually don't have one. I can't even answer that question because I don't have a favourite food at all. I think you've kind of answered your own question there. It's mostly just practice. I just learn new songs all the time. I've learned probably about 300 songs since I started playing and done covers of about 150 of them. So learning new songs all the time for me, I think, has probably helped me because there's such a variety of different songs there. I'm from England, if you haven't guessed by my accent so far. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not from London. I'm actually from Blackpool, which is at the other side of England, and we don't sound anything alike. Now that's actually a hard one to answer, because I'd like a new 6-string. I'd also like maybe a Wolf Thumb or a Streamer CV. I mean, I like a 4-string bass for my drop C tuning, but I'd also like a 6-string just for the versatility. But my new basses are completely on the spot, spontaneous decisions. Probably be a competitive gamer. I mean, I've done a fair bit of competitive play before in FPSs, and I've gamed all my life. I mean, what I'd probably do is arenas and WoW, if I still played that, either that or Counter Strike. That's what I spent a lot of my time on already. Well, I've never been one to listen to the lyrics of songs, so the language barrier doesn't bother me at all. So from that point of view, if you're listening to just the music itself, it's much more complex and expression than American music. There's much more thought gone into the music and how it's made. So I think that's what sort of makes me carry on listening to it. Absolutely, of course I do. In fact, one second, I can't show you the whole collection, but I've got a few of the very big ones. So I've got GD's album, One of a Kind, 2NE1's album, very reflective to say the least. Galnaries, Phoenix Rising, of course, Girls' Day Expectation, Live from Secret as well. And of course, I'm happy about these ones because these have all got protective sleeves for them, so I can actually stop them getting dusty and dirty. Carry Bummy Bummy. So I've got a whole collection piled up next to me, but it gets quite heavy the amount of CDs that are there, so I don't want to risk sort of toppling the pile. I've got the Source Audio Pro bass envelope filter. which paired with the Source Audio Hot Hand 3 is what makes your dubstep sound, basically, bass. I've used it in one cover, and that was Amy by Sim. But that's what you use to make it, basically. I've got my compressor, the EBS Multicomp, my overdrive, ABS Multidrive, and my tuner, the Boss TU2. The power supply is just a Diego power supply. It's about 1000 milliamps, I think. So I think that's about it for the Q&A. There's a couple more things I'd like to say though. Anybody who follows me on Facebook should already know that the reason I'm not really uploading as much as I used to is because I am technically in 4 bands. So I don't really have a huge amount of spare time for actually learning new songs anymore and uploading them. But I am working on quite a few things. I've been working on originals, collabs, and a medley. They will all come out eventually, but as to when, I can't really guide you as to a date, but they will come out eventually. So I think on that note, I will say thank you guys and goodbye.